Welcome back to Starting Lineup. Now that we've introduced the starters, it's time to talk about predictions of what could happen in the NBA All-Star Game. And 2 weeks from now, we still have Nikki and Renzo with us, joining us to talk about and tell us their predictions, bold predictions of what they think will happen in the All-Star Game. We mentioned kanina Sean, iba na yung format, diba? It's gonna be 8 players from the lineup, including the reserves, with the Rising Stars Challenge team joining in the mix. Pero dito, what are your predictions, Nikki, for this one? We know that the Western, Eastern guys could mix and match and be in one team.
Right, I think the West is definitely going to compete. It's more so a conversation of like experience versus like youth, right? And with the West, it's definitely experience-based, and you can't deny any of the players on that team that are going to come out and ball. But at the same time, like I'm not going to deny the fact that the East definitely is going to come in and they're not going to just let it slide by.
We don't know the East, both reserves yet for conferences, Eastern and Western. But in your opinion, who could take the charge for the Western guys if ever they get drafted early on? Who's the guy that the managers will rely on to get their team to win?
Out of the 5?
Yeah, out of the 5.
That's hard. I feel like the West have so many ball-dominant players. Like, you could say SGA is that guy that's going to take the shot, but then you got like LeBron James, who also is probably going to want the ball in his hands. I think that's tough. I would still have to bank it around SGA. I think just because of not only the way that his team has been performing, and he's proven time and time again that he can be that guy. But I wouldn't be surprised if one of the vets took it, you know what I'm saying, and kind of just took those reins.
Renzo, give me your take. Who's taking this All-Star game?
Sorry, Nikki, but I think young guns from the East will dominate this one. I mean, just like what you said, but it's not going to be easy, especially they're going to go up against a veteran-led West who are basically composed of former MVPs, especially the reigning MVP Nikola Jokic. But I think it's the grit and the wantness of the young guns to dethrone this like LeBron, Nikola Jokic. I mean, just telling everybody that it's our turn.
Yeah.
I mean, we're the face of NBA now.
Yeah, and you've got guys who are hungry for the spotlight. But it's always these Western veterans. It's time for us to showcase our skills in the Eastern. But again, as you mentioned, pwede silang maging magkakampi, diba? East and West. But how about you, Sean? Is there anything that you are predicting or you'd like to see in the All-Star, whether it's I don't know, Jokic dunking or SJ making a half-court shot, something like that?
I think we have 2 different opinions here. We have Nikki choosing West, Renzo choosing East. I'm gonna have to go with Renzo here.
Yeah,
That's
let's
crazy.
go. Let's go.
We were together the whole show, and now you turn your back on me.
But I love youth. I love the grit and grind. I love the story of dethroning, who's up top. And the West, we can't take away their greatness. They've accomplished so much. But when you give guys in the East like Donovan Mitchell, Jason Tatum, Giannis, the opportunity to go and fight the top guys, man, they're going to give it everything they got. And I can't wait to just sit, watch, and enjoy that.
I think that's for putting him on the spot a while ago, Nikki. That's
I know. He wanted his lick back, but it's fine.
Yeah, he wanted to go against you. But looking at this lineup, again, there are still players to be added in both conferences. But if you were going to pick an All-Star MVP among the 10, 5 from the West, 5 from the East, who will be your All-Star MVP? So this is not anymore building your team around this guy, but your take on who you think will get those stats in and win the All-Star MVP. I'm gonna ask you first, Nikki.
So is this like in the condition that the West win?
Well, either, because again, we mentioned 3 teams, right? They could mix around, so...
Just MVP period.
Yeah. Without choosing SJ this time, just for a challenge. Just for a challenge.
I'm out.
Like, I don't want to vote now. Man.
Oh, we mentioned Steph Curry, LeBron, KD, Jokic, and no more SJ for you. But for the East, you have Mitchell, Tatum. You also have Kat, Brunson, and Giannis Antetokounmpo.
I would say Jason Tatum, only because I think he is really hungry for those accolades. I think that he's not only deserving of it, given the work ethic and the time he's put in. But at the same time, like what better opportunity than to go grab an MVP in an All-Star game?
Yeah, how about you, Renzo?
No, I think people here are gonna be happy. I'm going for SGA.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, SGA.
Yay!
Still
yeah.
SJ.
Yeah, SGA. He's having a MVP season like right now, and what better way to have a season and win that MVP award in an All-Star game.
Yeah. Guys, most mentioned in this show tonight.
Yeah.
I love it. He deserves it,
him.
being
Yes.
number 1 in the West. How about you,
Yes.
Sean?
Yeah, who are you picking?
I can't choose SGA.
He's gonna go for LeBron.
Yeah, right?
I can't choose SGA, but I'm gonna choose SGA.
Okay.
No, on the real, I'll pick Stephen Curry because I think the All-Star game is just built for him.
Yeah.
Long-range threes. He's so entertaining to watch, and he shoots that ball effortlessly. So he's probably gonna attempt like 10 to 15 attempts from 3, and he's gonna make most of them.
Even
Right.
with the way that he's been playing lately this season?
I just believe in shoot or shoot.
Yeah, no matter what.
Especially he's gonna be motivated.
Yeah.
All-Star's gonna be in his hometown.
Right,
Yep.
right.
Oh, yeah,
So we'll
home
see
court advantage.
how that goes. But of course, maybe some other reserve could take that award. We'll find out. We'll have to have you guys back on the show. But of
Yes.
course, we'd like to remind all our viewers that the annual NBA Watch and Win is back. So watch the live games on NBA TV Philippines, One Sports, and Pilipinas Live from January 13 to February 16. And wait for the questions to be flashed on screen during the breaks. Visit nba.onesports.ph after to send your answers. Nikki, Renzo, thank you for joining us.
you.
We'll
Thank
need
you.
to have them back
Yes,
for the
most
reserves
definitely.
episode next time around.
True.
Okay?
Thank you for joining us. I'm Sean Quitevis.
I'm Dypiangco, and this is Starting Lineup.